Hello everyone, how you doing? Hope you had a blessed day. This is what time with princess. Last week we looked at women single. This week we're looking at we're going to continue. Okay, we're going to continue from where we stopped. This week we're looking at single but not alone. Our anchor scripture is still on Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. God created human beings. He created them God-like, reflecting God's nature. He created them male and female. Now you need to understand that God's original intention for a man is to be single but not alone. It is not good for a man to be alone. He didn't say it is not good for a man to be single. God created them single and want them to remain single. Now, singleness is more important to God than being married, except your marriage is not stopping your singleness. That is why God didn't create married people. He created them male and female. That is single entities. So that is why God created. Okay, that is why God didn't create married people. He created them male and female, separate entities, single entities. So your singleness is more important to God than being married, except your marriage is not stopping your singleness. And what I mean by your marriage is not stopping your singleness, I don't mean living going out to clubs. I am married, I am still. We have a very wrong definition about that. It doesn't mean that you're married and yet you're moving around, doing things that are not worthy of. No. That's not what it means. It means being whole, being yourself. It means having your walk with God. Your walk with God. You don't lose it in marriage. Yeah, that's what it means. Your walk with God. It is still intact. It is still intact. See, God, understand this about God. If you study the Bible, whenever He creates with priority. He has a reason. He is intentional with everything He does and wants us to understand His ways and fit into His priorities. So until we understand and walk the way, and work it God's way, then it will make sense. God does things with priorities. There is a reason. He's always intentional about it. Please don't let your marriage steal steal your work with God. You're no longer working for God or with God. The assignment. I don't mean your job, I mean your work. I've told us here before. If you've been a follower, I've told us that there's a difference between a job and a work. Your job is the one that you create for yourself, or the one you go to companies and then they give to you. You take instructions from them. While your work is the one you sit down and you listen to God. You take instructions from Him every time. Okay, we've not actually gotten there, but I hope you understand that now. We've thought about this. We talked about this 2 years ago, if you can remember. So please, accept your marriage is not stealing your singleness. All right, let's see what brought about marriage. Remember, when God made them, He made them as separate entities, male and female. He placed man in the garden to work. That is making him responsible. I told us last week that the nature of God that we should keep manifesting, that we need to continue to manifest, is being responsible. Because you can be responsible doing everything and yet you're doing nothing. God didn't give man a wife before the work. Rather, He gave him, the work before a wife. Or He gave them the work before a wife. He introduced the concept of a helper when the scope of the work increased, when the responsibility of the work increased. Stop looking for a helper if you've not even gone halfway in that work, in that assignment. Stop looking for a helper, because as you don't know yourself, if you get married, everything will be stolen because you don't know. I also told us that it is very rare for you to see that it is when I met this person and then that was when I started understanding myself, and he said that no. the things we see or we hear is, when I connected with this person fit, this person fit into the vision, helped in enhancing the vision, made it better. Not that it was when I met this thing that. See, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what God has for you, if you don't understand it, people will keep using it for experiments. That is the truth. So please stop looking for a helper when you like. A lot of us are very lazy, both male and female. You just sit around lazy about, just staying there. You're waiting for God to send you a helper. We call it destiny helper. But wait, you're not doing anything. You don't need a helper when only you can do the work. Marriage is a product of the assignment on Adam's life. Marriage is a product of the assignment on Adam's life. You have no business with marriage if you have no work. Work is what qualifies you for marriage. I don't mean job, I mean work. That assignment. That thing that God has given to you. So it is what qualifies you for marriage. If you don't know, please don't go and get married, because you will suffocate her or him. Let the male breathe. Let the female breathe. Don't suffocate them. So please. Now this is the reason why so many people are quarreling in their relationship. No work keeps two of you busy, and there will be no room for quarreling. Only jobless people quarrel. You have no need for a helper if you have no assignment. I'm not saying that once in a while, there will be no, little misunderstanding. But the reason why you people will see each other eyeball to eyeball, there will always be, kata everywhere. There is nothing that keeps your mind busy. There is nothing you are working on. You're not thinking of how to expand the vision that God has given to you.
Hello everybody, my name is Princess, the convener of Wordtimewithprincess. Wordtimewithprincess is a platform that centers on the sure word of God and with biblical principles that will build you up, develop you, and help you discover and deploy God's purpose for your life. Thank you so much everyone for always joining us on this platform every Sunday by 5 p.m. Please do not forget to join us on our different social media platforms. Our page, Wordtimewithprincess, YouTube, Wordtimewithprincess, Instagram, Princess Chidera Job. Thank you so much once again. God bless you. Stay tuned for an amazing section with Princess every Sunday by 5 p.m. We love you and we care about you. God bless you.
As a lady, you're looking for who will give you Ojet 500 or Ojet 2K, but there is something that God has given to you. I'm not saying that once in a while that you will not be in need of her, but let it not be like a custom. When you have something, even if you're not seeing the reward, now please keep pushing. A lot of ladies as well. I mean, we just sit around, this is not my kind of thing. I just came into this world to enjoy my life. Are you serious? Don't marry because you are old enough to marry. Rather marry because you have an assignment that needs a helper. Don't marry. Oh God, look. There are these two amazing couples I follow a lot, Pastor Mildred and Pastor Kiss Loco. I started following them as long as I can remember. Don't marry because you're old enough. Marry because you have an assignment. I mean, these two amazing role models of mine. Like, hey, there is an assignment. There is something to achieve together. Don't marry because you want to do pepper them gang. It is you that the thing will pepper. Oh. And then you come up on social media to do all the social media stunts and all of that. Sorry to say, but God bless you. Because there is no vision, no. There is no work. You are workless. You are hi, please. Sorry to say, please. Okay, but that is what it is now. Marry for a purpose. Don't mind because you're getting too old, or that you're old enough, or that your friends are laughing at you, or your friends are already getting married, and then you want to go and jump off and then grab the next available man and next available woman. No, that's not nice. Assignment keeps marriage when both partners share the same burden. Assignment keeps marriage when the both partners share the same burden. I gave an instance of Pastor Mildred and Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. If you follow them, you know that recently they are on a tour, US and other states. And just take a look at them. They share the same burden. I mean, they understand the assignment. It's not all about pleasure. If what is pushing you is because of the pleasure and all of those things, you're making a mistake. Or because you're old enough, you're making a mistake. Don't marry if you have no work. Job doesn't keep marriages, work does. Job doesn't keep marriages, work does. Assignment does. Vision does. That is your work. Your work is your assignment, your vision. God's plans for your life, God's intentions for your life, that is what keeps your marriage, not your job. Notice also that Adam didn't come up with marriage, God did. He was busy expanding the assignment when God said it is not good for him to labor alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him. See, when your whole heart, everything, your mind, your concentration is solely on the vision and the expansion of the vision, even you will not remember. It is God that will remind you. It is God that will make it available for you. So please, in as much as social media people will tell you, there are persons that also tell, oh God, if you can get married and all of that. Please don't follow our mouth, oh. Please, until God says something, please, oh. Spend your time. Take your time. Expand. Be single. Expand those things that God has been single for Jesus. Expand those things. That is what it means. Work for Him, and then when it is time, He will introduce to you your helper. He will introduce to you a partner. He will introduce to you the same person the person that shares the same burden and assignment with you. You are bound to make mistake in marriage if only what you have is your job. Your work determines the helper you receive. God can only bring a helper suitable for your work and not your job. You are bound to make mistake in marriage if the only thing you have is your job. Okay, your work is what determines the helper you will receive. The quality and the weight of the work is what determines the kind of partner you will receive. So once again, job doesn't keep marriages, work does. So please, stay single, stay concentrated, stay loving Jesus, stay expanding that vision until Jesus speaks and He introduces to you your own helper. I hope this topic makes a whole lot of I hope it makes a whole lot of sense to you now, and I hope it blessed you now. God bless you. I love you. Last week when I said remain single, a lot of persons came into my idea, but I hope it blessed you now and you understood it better. God bless you. See you same time next week Sunday. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Wordtimewithprincess, and do well to follow us on our social media platform to get updated anytime we drop or content that would surely bless you. I love you all. Stay blessed, stay happy, and see you next week. Bye bye.